I think the whole session today, right from Mr. Bava, when he mentioned experience is what it's all about today, right? And then we spoke about Raj from Pepsi was saying it's all about knowing your consumer really, really well. And I think all of us in this room, full of marketers, I think the context of this event is also how do we really understand our consumer. So I'm in Delhi. Everybody loves big numbers here. So I thought my first slide, let me show you a big number. So this is actually the total number of travelers that travel in Indian Railways annually. Massive number, right? Now, I'll just quickly move into the next slide. I'm sure a lot of you associate Indian Railways with long distance train travel, maybe not people who can afford air travel that are traveling in the Indian Railways. A lot of myths are going to be shattered, in some of the data insights that we have about the railway traveler. So 83% is actually your short distance train traveler. So contrary to what a lot of us think, right? In fact, your long distance train traveler is just a tiny component when we looked at all the travel data that we had had over the years. So what happens is your suburban train traveler and your passenger train traveler is actually bulk of the Indian Railway train traveler. So that leads us to the next question. If that is such a big misconception that we have, who really is this 83, 85%, or who is this majority of the train traveler? It is young India who are working professionals, who have high aspirational needs, and today that urban-rural divide is kind of getting merged. Families are living in silos, individual families, and there are also purchase preferences are getting very, very different, right? I'm very individualized as we heard throughout the scene. Just to tell you what Vyoma Technology, our company, does, we are India's largest digital OH company, and we actually have developed a part of the ticketing software in partnership with Railways, which is Central Reservation Information System. We have done a PPP project with them. And that actually gives us access to a lot of the data and a lot of the tickets that are booked at the ticketing counter. So as you can imagine, it's an immense amount of data where people are traveling from to, a lot of the age details, a lot of the demographics detail. And in my mind, ladies and gentlemen, we have actually done one of the largest surveys ever probably in the Indian consumer understanding sense, where there are 25 crore travel details that we have actually put together over a 1-year period. Just to remove seasonal biases, we have take random days throughout the whole of last year, and we have actually put together a phenomenal research. And the methodology of this research has obviously been threefold. One is a lot of the travel data that we have taken. Number two, what we have done is we have also done a lot of interactive call to action campaigns, where a lot of missed call campaigns, and what that does is it gives you a lot of the browsing data of people through Google Analytics that we pick, which gives us a lot of purchase intents of people as well. And the number three, we have also done a lot of physical surveys across 26 railway stations in the country. And I think the challenges as and when that I go to brands and when I speak to them, Tier 2, Tier 3, real India, I think that is the challenge for a lot of marketers today, right? It's not just your 500,000 data points in Bombay or in Delhi, right? The real consumers are out there, and Indian Railways has got 8,000 towns and cities it's got its presence, right? And I honestly feel it's almost a microcosm of India, what's happening today. If you really are able to get under the skin of the Indian Railway commuter and understand that sector, you'll really understand India itself. And that's really valuable for brand owners and marketers. And the insights that we have got is just phenomenal. So we're actually launching this report in about 8 weeks. We would be happy to share it with the marketing world and engage with you guys. But some of just the fun insights that we have got is so funny, right? So in Bombay, for example, when people are traveling in the morning, a lot of the times they are searching for investment options, mutual funds, insurance products, so on and so forth. that same consumer in the evening is actually on a lot of the job sites and job portals. You know, so these are the kind of trends that we are kind of seeing. And what we're trying to do with this report is make it into a very simple, consumable format for a lot of the marketers and build this persona of this Indian railway traveler or who this real Indian is. You know, so hopefully it'll be exciting. We're excited, and we would love to share it with you guys once it comes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.